Alright, so we're looking at problems 3 and 4. I see that problems 3 and 4 do not have a vertical stretch or compress like the last two problems, nor do they have a reflection like problem number 2. They have numbers added and subtracted. Well, remember that numbers added and subtracted means a translation or a shift. Alright, so numbers inside, like that -1, right, or that -1, mean a left or right. Numbers outside, like that +1, mean up or down. Remember that things that are inside are going to be backwards. So this right here, that -1, means I'm going right 1. This one right here on the outside, +1, means I'm going up 1. So inside is backwards. So normally we think negative would be left, but when I do x -1, that's going right. Outside's normal. If you see plus, it means up. If you see minus, it means down. Inside's backwards. Alright, well, just like on the last ones, we're going to think, what would just regular x squared look like? Well, 0, 0, I'd be there. Or x value 0, I'd be at 0, 0. At 1 squared is 1. 2 squared is 4. 3 squared is 9 off my graph. Go back the other way. -1 squared is 1. -2 squared is 4. And -3 off my graph. So I'm not multiplying these, I'm just shifting them. And again, I'm shifting it right 1, up 1, right 1, up 1. So let's look at this point up here. I'm going to start up here at the top right hand point, and I'm going to go up 1, right 1, and put a coordinate point. I'm going to come to the next point. I'm going to go up 1, right 1, put a coordinate point. Come to the next point. Up 1, right 1, put a coordinate point. Go to the next one. Up 1, right 1, coordinate point. And then the last one. Up 1, right 1, put a coordinate point. And then I'll draw my graph. And it should look like that. On this one over here, we're going to do the same thing. I'm still going to think about what would x squared look like. Well, x squared will start at 0, 0. I don't have anything on the right side, so I'm going to go left. -1 is going to be 1. -2 is going to be 4. -3 is going to be 9, which is off my graph. Okay. Well, I'm going to use those 3 coordinate points to come up with my new coordinate point. And so, switch over here. I'm going, the inside says +2, so that means I'm going left 2, and then I'm going to go up 2, so left and up. I'm going to start on this top point right here. If I move this point left 2, up 2, I get right here. If I move this point right here, left 2, up 2, I get right here. And if I move this point left 2, up 2, I get right here. And I need to remember that I stopped at this point because my graph didn't keep going. But if I did, I would have had another point right here, and then over one more, and here. That's what x squared would have looked like. Well, those points, now that I'm moving them left 2, are actually going to come back on my graph. So this point right here that would have been at +1, +1, it's going to move left 2, up 2, and it's going to move right there. This point over here is going to move left 2, up 2, and it's going to move right there. And so now I can write out my parabola like that, and the other side like that. And that's what my 2 parabolas with the translations should look like.